Hey, what's going on, everyone? I hope you're doing well. You're probably wondering, why is the setup so different? I was actually in the middle of filming some music videos for my music channel. If you guys want to check it out, I appreciate it very much. So thank you very much. But then I took a break, and then I saw on Twitter the slap heard around the world. Will Smith versus Chris Rock. I love this stuff. You know, to be honest, I'm pretty burnt out about talking about serious stuff. I mean, there's a lot of pain and misery and woes going on in the world and stuff, and then people are always trying to just, complain about, people just love being angry. And I see stuff like this and it makes me laugh, and I'm like, I want to talk about this. Because it's so silly. You gotta, it's such a silly and stupid moment. But we gotta take a moment, and we gotta appreciate Will Smith. Here comes the Men in Black. Not for what he did per se, but we got to think about the entertainment value that he keeps bringing to us. And let's go back to the YouTube Rewind. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. I mean, to this day, I still say, oh, that's hot. And it's like, when that started to die down, he was like, I got to do something else, man. Jada had that entanglement thing, and I got to go and talk about it. And I got to visually show how just destroyed I am. Now, he claims and says that it was just a plane, like he was just tired and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, sure, buddy, sure. We all know what bags under the eyes from red-eye flights and whatnot look like versus someone being distraught. Then, that starts to go away. Everything seems to be getting patched up. And then, Oscar night, Chris Rock cracks a joke. Will Smith smacks him. Now, what's the joke? The joke was just about G.I. Jane because Jada Pinkett Smith is bald. Chris Rock just said something like, can't wait to see G.I. Jane 2.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
G.I. Jane 2. Yeah, I pulled out this microphone because it has some reverb built into it, so I don't have to do anything in post, which I kind of like. I appreciate it very much so. So you hear the joke, right? You see it, you see the reaction. Jada's not happy. Will Smith's kind of like probably sees Jada's face, and then he just erupts. Goes up there strutting, Big Willie style, woohoo, haha. And then just does the most memeable slap possible. I mean, we've all seen people get slapped. We've all seen it. But Will Smith can't just slap somebody the regular way. He can't just smack someone, you just quick little stealthy boom. He just has to turn his hand all the way out and be in such a way that it's instantly a meme template. Instantly a meme template. It's just how does he do this? Will Smith is an entertainer, that's why. He's better than you. There's levels to this. You can't just slap a dude and end up like that. You can't. It won't work. You're not Will Smith. Now, it was funny, seeing some of the reactions. Some people were like, well, Jada has some type of condition, and that's why she's bald or whatever. And so they understand why he's upset. It went from that, but then the tide just went to, why did Will Smith do that? What an idiot. Oh, that was a weak slap. He slaps like a girl. It was funny. I saw a little bit of understanding for Will Smith, and then just huge tide of Will Smith's an idiot for doing like that. Defending, and then people were saying, where were you? You didn't seem to be too bothered when, with Jada was having those entanglements and stuff. Now, I think it has to do with circumstance, because I saw that this isn't the first time that Chris Rock has made fun of Jada Pinkett Smith.
Jada's gonna boycott the Oscars. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
So they probably remember that, right? And Will Smith is laughing before the joke. He's having a good time. And then boom, circumstances. He's already made fun of her before. Jada Pinkett already doesn't like the Oscars. She probably didn't want to be mentioned at any way, shape, or form. And I guarantee you, Chris Rock had no idea that Jada was sick with something. I didn't know. I thought she just shaved her head because that's like what some artistic women like to do. I mean, even her daughter, Willow Smith, you know, the emo girl, I'm in love with emo girl. All I want is emo girl.
Emo girl.
Emo girl. So you have all that stuff mixed together, all the problems they've had before, the illness, just everything, the timing, and Will Smith probably, who knows, it's just ridiculous. But like, it doesn't give you an excuse to actually just slap someone in front of millions of people watching and all that stuff. And then Will Smith wins the Best Actor, you know, for the Kingsman or the King's Guard or whatever. That's what was it? The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I'm not sure which one it was, but he wins. He wins it, and he's giving his speech, and he's like, that's hot. I want to apologize to the Oscars and the nominees. Does not want to apologize to Chris Rock. And I'm just like, hey, maybe you want to apologize to Chris Rock because Chris Rock could press charges. Chris Rock, if I were Chris Rock, because I can't even say that. I was gonna say that I would press charges, but the thing is, I probably wouldn't. Here's the thing, I can't imagine being punked out like that, to be honest. But at the same time, I give Chris Rock so much props and respect for handling it so gracefully.
Wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
It was such a heated and awkward moment, and then he shrugged it off and continued the show. I mean, he even just makes Will Smith smack the shit out of me, and he just keeps going. And because me, I would have attacked Will Smith. A man slapping me, all I see is red. And I'm talking about, it's like, for some reason, is getting slapped is worse than getting punched. Because I've been jumped, I've been sucker punched. I wasn't that angry. I was more like, yeah, like I want to get you back, but I mean, if some guy just slapped me, something really gonna have to be done. I mean, when you think about it, back in the day, and I think Charlie Murphy said it. At least I think I remember being on the Chappelle Show, that if you slap a dude, somebody's got to go after that. Back in the day, they would duel, and someone had to go. It's just like, it's this ultimate disrespect. It's almost like it's passed down in the male just DNA. You know, if you get slapped by another man, it's just something I just can't process things anymore. But for some reason, Chris Rock has ascended past that. Maybe it's because he's been slapped a bunch of times throughout his life. I don't know. But I gotta say props. I don't even think of him as like, I can't believe he didn't do anything. I can't believe he didn't retaliate. I say, that's awesome that you're a bigger man. Because I don't even care if it's Will Smith. He's bigger, you know, he's so iconic and stuff. Like, I wouldn't get frozen up. Like, a man slapping me, I can't think straight anymore. Now I have to attack. And of course, because he's A-list, you know, God tier, and I'm just some black guy, I guess. The charges would be pressed on me. I would somehow end up executed, even though he is the one that started it, because that's just how money works, baby. Now, there's a lot of cool takes online, but I'm gonna wrap this up for the most part. I just want to show one thing that Judd Apatow put out, because you know, there were some people that were understanding Will Smith's reaction, which is like, I also want to say, and a lot of people get confused, they think understanding is condoning. A lot of people confuse that with understanding. Understanding is not agreeing. Understanding is understanding, right? They're not synonymous at all. It's just like, say, you can understand why somebody murdered somebody, but you don't condone the murder. You just understand why it happened, right? So somebody is saying that Jada suffers from Pesia. I never even looked it up. I don't know how to pronounce that. But I'm saying, I'm not saying it's right to hit people, but I understand Will's reaction. So this is what this person's saying. I understand it. And then Judd Apatow says, he could have killed him. That's pure out of control rage and violence. They've heard a million jokes about them in the last 3 decades. They are not freshmen in the world of Hollywood and comedy. He lost his mind. Dude just needed to take out the first 2 sentences and then it would have been totally fine. But he could have killed him. That's pure out of control rage and violence. Dude, it was the most pussiest slap ever. He slapped him with Big Willie style. And now he deleted the tweet because of course he did. Because that so silly. But anyway, it was a good time. You know, I hope more stuff like this happens because the Oscars are always boring. That's all I gotta say on this. It's just such a silly thing. Probably gonna just stay down the silly road and the silly path because, you know, this stuff it doesn't drain me, right? It doesn't drain me. It isn't like, and then there isn't like just essays of comments of people just bickering and bitching about stuff where I'm like, man, some of y'all have some type of brain injury. I don't know. I'm just saying. Anyway, take care. Love you guys. In this corner, hailing from Bel Air, he is the Fresh Prince, the genie, the greatest ever, William Big Willie Style Smith.